Good evening to panelists.
Good evening, sir.
And welcome to
Good evening,
this
sir.
panel discussion on a very important and significant issue which has been on the head of our students, parents, as well as teachers. So I'm thankful to the panelists who are available to me for discussion today. Let me introduce each panelist. The moment I introduce, kindly just raise your hand so the viewer can see you. First of all, let me introduce Dr. Jaswinder Singh, who is the principal of Khalsa College, University of Delhi with us. Then we have the other panelist, Dr. Nitin Malik, who is the Registrar, Ambedkar University, Delhi. Then we have the third panelist, Dr. Indu from the Manavcha International University with us. Then we have the fourth panelist, Dr. U.S. Pandey, who is a Director, School of Open Learning, University of Delhi. Then we have the fifth panelist with us, Dr. Rekha Dayal from Jaswinder Mary College, University of Delhi. Then we have the sixth panelist, Dr. Parul from Manavcha International University. So welcome to all the panelists. And I'm sure that your experience as an administrator, as a teacher, will be very beneficial and helpful to our viewers. And your intervention is required at this juncture of a crucial time when online teaching is at the rampart across, and which is the situation of the HRD Ministry, University Grant Commission, and other agencies also. And at the same time, it's beneficial, definitely, but there are some worries and concern of the students, parents, and teachers also at the same time. So that reason I've chosen the panelists from different walks, known academicians in their respective field. I think their experience will be very beneficial. I will request each one of you try to be to the point and brief so that our viewers can be benefited from the. I know one panel will not be in a position to answer each and every question, but we will see if the need will be there. We might organize another panel definitely after 2-3 days on the same issue. So first, my question will go to Professor Indu, which have been asked by many students and the parents. What are the advantages or disadvantages of online teaching and learning process?
Thank you, sir, for the question. And this is very relevant question as per the scenario. So today in the amidst of COVID-19 pandemic, all the educators approach this new paradigm of online teaching and learning with open arms and great enthusiasm. However, it is very important to consider both the pros and cons of online teaching so that as an educator or a learner, we embrace the new opportunities for our learners. So the unique opportunities that online environment offers is a creation of multiple ways to communicate with a large group with a customized learning environment. Students can participate in the classes from anywhere in the world. The virtual classroom is accessible 24 hours a day, and the time efficiency is another strength brought by the online learning format. The online format allows a dynamic interaction between the instructor and the students and among the students themselves also. And in the online environment, the facilitator and the students collaborate to create a dynamic learning experience. However, there are some challenges also that are faced by the educators as well as the students. That is the accessibility to the technology. This is a major issue in the rural and the lower socio-economic neighborhoods. Furthermore, it is if the students cannot afford the technology that the institution is employing, students will be at a major loss. Also, the facilitators are not properly trained in the online delivery and the methodology, then the success of this online program will be compromised a lot. So taking care of all these points, these are some of the pros and cons of the online teaching. Thank you, sir.
Other side, what you're saying, there are more advantages, but definitely there are some challenges are there. And easily one can create a kind of environment like a classroom teaching through the virtual also. That's your
time. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Just Dr. U.S. Pandey, my question goes to you. You are the person from the IT, I know you from last more than 25 years. And you are an administrator also. You are the director, School of Open Learning, where the largest will have roughly about 300,000 students, 3 lakh students altogether, you have maybe more than that. What do you think, how this online can help in the beneficial in the teaching learning process.
Thank you very much, sir. Are you listening? I'm audible?
Yes, yes.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Now, sir, it's a very important question. Online activities are not new to the system. As you may be already aware that now Government of India, MHRD, is already planning to introduce to the online system, and they are just planning to the quality education, not only just giving for only for the purpose of giving formality. So they are just checking, even some of the IITs, they are also delivering many online education and doing very well. So through MOOCs, even Government of India is also trying. And as I would like to mention here, even Delhi University have been offered LOI, letter of intent, for 5 undergraduate courses, where including the most important BCom honors course and other courses are also available. What I would like to mention here at the moment, the situation is entirely different, and teachers are by force fully supposed to do through the online education. The main problem is that the teachers are not fully aware. Frankly speaking, they are supposed to learn about the different web tools, which is helpful to create their lectures, how the lectures can be more interactive, how the lectures can be more innovative, how the lectures can be most informative. By utilizing these kind of tools, the different web tools, they can take the help of these tools to prepare their lecture. Take example, they can, in their PPT, they can use the movies, the clips of things. Inside that, they can use the different innovative activity. Simultaneously, they can do the assessment also online. So there are many features which are already available through the online system.
Thank you.
Now, the situation is that a lot of things are going in a very well. Only one last point, there are many disadvantages are also going to be there. Nowadays, forcefully, we are supposed to use the different platforms which we are using. People are saying that there is a problem, there is a security problem, privacy problem, and other kind of. We understand the problems are there, but still, I would like to give just a small example of ATM, automatic teller machine, where you wish to give for taking payment. Everybody know there is a lot of fraudulent activity can place, but no ATM you will find without queue. What I mean to say, user-friendly activities all will take the upper hand. So I think online education system is going to stay there, and other things, the advantage and all things can be addressed properly. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Pandey, for enlightening us. Now, my next question will go to Dr. Nitin Malik. Dr. Nitin Malik, you are from a university which is known for social science and humanity, teaching and research. And what I understand, I heard from the people that the teachers from the humanity and social sciences are uncomfortable with the online teaching. They say that the type of teaching that they do, that's based on the more discussion narratives, rather than like a science teaching, So this challenge you must be facing as a registrar of the university, how you are overcoming, and what you would like to suggest to the such teachers. And then I will be interested after you, Dr. Jaswinder, to add some few points on this.
Very right. So this is very right, very relevant point which you have taken, is that the people from the faculty, specifically the faculty from the social sciences, they are of the mindset and they are rather more comfortable with the face-to-face classroom teaching, teacher-learner centric relationship, as well as because the basis core of the social sciences, what is being perceived is based on the narrations and discussion, as you rightly said, rather than the basis of the experimentation in the technical or professional, or running a program where you just initiate or make an analog, run a program and give it to the student. So the social scientists, they majorly feel that it is the concept starts with the conceptualization towards the discussions, and then when they carry out, it explodes into the number of things, and number of things are being added. So while discussing all the parameters over there, which is not so possible by the kind of giving a MOOCs, or by carrying out a recorded video lecture, rather than on a platform meeting like what we are doing. We are using a Zoom platform meeting. Yes. So So they have, what we have found over here is, like when this problem came over there, number one, there are number of factors. See, ICT is not a very new thing which has come into the higher education. It is almost more than 2 decades or so which has already been there. Government has initiated a lot of initiative, rightly, as I take further from Dr. Pandey, number of initiatives have been carried out by all statutory bodies, MHRD, for carrying out online teaching, virtual classrooms, my classrooms and all. But still the mindset has to be changed. The availability of the technology, as rightly said by Dr. Kashyap also, it is only available to few and not into the lower socioeconomic criteria or into the remote area. The connectivity, all other points they add into it. And no doubt, number of trainings have been carried out towards the faculty also. But there had been a gap, specifically with the social science people, that they were at the back benchers kind of a thing, to not all, I would say, but few of them, when they had a mindset or other thing that they were not learning.
They need to change that mindset. They need to change that mindset.
Let me tell you, sir, that this COVID-19, this has really accelerated the thing, because now when there is a question of imparting the knowledge or imparting or completing the curriculum or carrying out the studies, so even the people in the, I have what, as an administrator, as a registrar of the university, when we initiated, we had a lot of discussions. There was certain inhibitions among the faculty. But what I am getting is that almost now every teacher is using this online platform, may it be Zoom, may it be Google Meet, may it be Google Hangout, or may it be Microsoft Meet, that they are using it, interacting with their classroom, this thing, and now they are doing it. No doubt, still the concept is that it cannot supplement into a classroom teaching. That is what they.
Thank you. Dr. Jaswinder, would you like to add? I know you have experience, you started ICT basically in your college. Your college, the first, I think that was the first college who been selected under Mother Malia mission of higher education, by HRD ministry, for giving a teaching learning center, and you have been involved in developing PG Pathshala, done for so many subjects, so many videos, and then you were involved in MOOCs also. I think you can tell the viewers, specifically focusing on the social science and humanities, Dr. Jaswinder.
Thank you, sir. I would just supplement what Dr. Pandey and Dr. Malik has said. I would just like to begin with a short background. You have been a lead trainer and content creator at the national level, and you have been a part of the UGC committees where we were given certain subjects to develop the content. Now, if you can recall, we trained almost 1,500 teachers in different subjects, how to create the content, how to have the plagiarism check, how to involve the larger teachers at large in evolving the best content which is available on the UGC website. So you see, University of Delhi is a huge concept. It has almost, as you mentioned, 3 lakh students in the distance education mode, and almost 2 lakh students, 200,000 students in the regular colleges. And, our teachers have been facing this challenge. We have been training the teachers, and, my experience with my fellow principals, with the university officials and my colleagues in the colleges who are teaching has been quite overwhelming, in the sense that the teachers are not uniform in using the tools. They are very comfortable in their own way. Some are using the emails, they are producing the PPT presentations. Some are writing the whole static content and then making the PDFs and giving it to the students. And they have been accepting the, the assignments also online, and they have been doing this work. But, I agree with Dr. Malik to a certain extent that, yes, we cannot replace the teachers. ICT, or the information and communication technology, is a big enabler, but it is not the replacer. It is not the replacement for the teachers. So therefore, this fact we have to keep in mind. And the teachers, in a situation like the national emergency now we are facing, and we have to reach to the remotest corners of our country. And this is exactly what you and we have been, we have worked under your leadership. And we have been emphasizing at various fora that this is what is required, that the teachers need to be trained. They need to be made self-sufficient. And the content of the best teachers, wherever, they are, their content, their voice should be recorded, their lectures should be made available to the rest of the teachers, wherever they are, so that they can make use of that. And even now, if we look at the University of Delhi, I have the feedback from the students. Some have given me in the form of WhatsApp comments. We have very, discussion forums, and the students are quite satisfied in the sense that yes, they are interacting very constructively with the teachers. And I'm sure the parents and the teachers, if they have some patience, they would definitely benefit from this. But before the this breakdown lockdown started, we had already completed almost 65% of the courses. And yes, in the science subject, we are lagging behind almost every college. And I think at the earliest possible, we will complete that assignment.
We'll catch up. We will catch up.
Students. Yeah.
Then one more question, Dr. Jaswinder, for you, this is concern of the student and the parents about the internship, because this is time for going for the internship and the project completion. And they are worried there's a lockdown, how we will in a position to do the project work or the internship. Dr. Jaswinder.
Sir, this is the age where we are not using much of the paper, and we have been accepting the students, we have been guiding them as far as their projects are concerned. Yes, they require one face-to-face interaction also. But the teachers, given the circumstances, given the situation in which we are passing through, I think the teachers are trying to meet them through the digital platforms individually, and they are trying to guide them. I think this is the best, but we need training. We need to train our colleagues at the various levels, at the undergraduate level, at the school level, and then at the postgraduate level. Also, where they are not only the ICT users, they should be the best content creators also, so that they get a lot of confidence. And we have to have, the teacher groups where they can exchange the best content which has been well. For instance, I would like to refer to Dr. Rekha, who will be the next speaker perhaps. Yeah. She has been an outstanding teacher in our university. And why not, if our lectures are recorded and if the videos are used and they are distributed, today's technology allows us to disperse this. As we have been using your videos, we have been, giving consultancy to the students. Even in your absence, we have been using your videos to give them, the counseling. That this is what Professor Chadha is saying, and see what are the solutions. And, this content should be made available at every institute, just at the click of the button, and the students should have the access to this.
Thank you. Dr. Rekha, very short question going to you. And you had been a very strong activist, as well as Dr. Jaswinder rightly said, very respected teacher in Jaswinder Mary College. And the question I think go to you, can this online teaching replace the classroom teaching?
Thank you, Professor Chadha, and thank you, Dr. Jaswinder Singh, for your, almost humbling me. It's a really humbling situation that I would say. Sir, I fully agree with my fellow panelists. I think Dr. Professor Pandey and Dr. Nitin Malik, when they talked about the ICT tools and so on and so forth, change is imminent. Learning is a lifelong process. But at the same time, I feel that if we are going to, I agree with Dr. Jaswinder Singh that you cannot replace a teacher. Completely by online education. So online education could be a complementary aspect of teaching higher education, but not a substitute. The reason being, I'll briefly submit to you and for the audience that one, teachers are not purely teaching in terms of a lecture. Higher education is meant to be developing a person's holistic, personality, and a holistic and all-round personality. Okay. So when you are face-to-face in contact and you communicate with your students, then there is a feedback that you get from them, and then you go, not only that you discuss these subjects with them, but you go out of the subjects arena, and you even deal with physiological and psychological aspects of their personality and any problems that you find there, which are not going to be there in terms of the online teaching. Secondly, sir, India is a very diverse country, and when you interact and sit with each other, you learn from them. It's an extremely learning process when I see, and as I feel very strongly that institution is not just bricks and cement for them, but an institution is basically what we call as a living entity for these students. They come there, it's almost like a breathing space for them. So when they interact with their teachers, with their principal, with their non-teaching, even the gardens and flowers have so much of significance. And then the connectivity problem. India is not still developed or reached to that level. Even now, when we were recording, you come across so many glitches, sir, that even the best of the IT minds suddenly find it difficult. So just think of the remote places where a marginally disadvantaged student is there and has no access, no, this thing. Then we are going to be exclusive, excluding him from higher education and not including.
Thank you. I think this is a topic on which we can, I think my panelists will agree.
Yes.
We have a wonderful debate on that. Pro and con.
Yes.
I know you have been talking as a teacher, you were talking in the active class, so both about that. So this basically directly takes me to my last panelist, who's an expert in the area of computer science at Manav Rachana, Dr. Parul Gandhi. Dr. Parul Gandhi, my question goes to you. What tools turn out to be most effective, most useful? What are there? Because there are so many tools in the market today. Okay, like one of the tools we are using, there's so many like this, What are the tools which are most effective, very helpful? And what are the tools which are least effective? Can you just list them a little bit?
Yeah. Sure, sir, sure. Thank you so very much, sir, for the question. So actually, this is a question that is coming to the mind of most of the people in this pandemic situation, as the corona outbreak has, forced people to get more creative, be more creative when it comes to how to connect with their friends, with their family and the co-workers. So, but in this digital age, it has proven that it is very helpful to cope up with this situation. So as Dr. Malik and Dr. Pandey has already mentioned that plenty of online tools are available these days that helps us to connect, to stay connected with the other people. So I must say that it's better if we figure out that which is the best one. So this is the basic question. I can name few of the online tools which are very popular these days. Like we have Google Hangout with us, we have Zoom with us, we have Blue Jeans, Office 365, Skype, and many more. So if I recall before this quarantine and sheltering in place, so most of us have the Skype for the video conferencing amongst us, and it became the standard also. But not now, because most of the online platforms, online tools have seen rapid development over the couple of years, and amassing an impressive number of features. So if I am talking about first of all, if I am talking about the Google Hangout, so the best feature of the Google Hangout is it has no time limit. So we can hang out as long as we can or as long as we like. So, but in the another aspect, if I look that Google Hangout has, it's basically suitable for the smaller group of people. So when I compare it with the Zoom application, Zoom online application, Zoom application has a drawback. It has the time limit, but yes, it has a more participatory capacity as compared to the Google Hangout. But we must say it has a very friendly user interface. It is excellent in its user interface, and important things. No, am I audible?
Yeah, please go ahead.
No IT training. Yeah. No IT training actually required, or no IT support is actually required. We can learn it by ourselves. So it is an application that is, very easy to adopt. So if I'm comparing this with Skype, it has again various important features as compared to the Zoom and the Hangout when we comes to the video conferencing. And MS Team is also a tool, but it has, various kinds of team management and channel management is there available in the Office 365, which is, we can say one of the outstanding feature of the MS Team. But its user friendliness is not very good. It's not excel in its user friendliness. So we at the end, I must say neither online platform, online tool is bad. So as already told by Dr. Pandey, that we have to figure out which online platform. Am I audible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
which
will
online
talk this.
platform? Yeah, which online platform best suitable for our requirement, and we just go for it.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you. I know what there are different types of tool. I know I'm also under stress today because tomorrow and day after tomorrow, 2 days, full day, 9 to 6 virtual conference I'm giving to Pan India. There are 500 people, and I'm learning this entire day Google Handover, how to handle it, because that can handle it.
Oh.
I'm more Skype oriented or Zoom oriented, but this is new one. And also, with Manoj, I'm also struggling with Microsoft Teams, where Indu and how I'm struggling. Anyway, last, because time is running short, I will ask each panelist to give advice, 1 or 2 point advice which you want to give to the students or the parents or the teachers. I will start one by one. Maybe first of all, I will ask Dr. Jaswinder to give the advice.
Thank you, sir. I would say that I would first request the teachers to share their content either through the mails or through, some platform through which they can send the content, and then subsequently they can engage the students, which is through various freeware tools which are available, like Zoom.us, which is freely available. And the teachers can engage the students, and after the students, they go through their written assignment or kind of the PDF or PPT, they can engage and ask the teachers online, direct face to face. And the second is that the students, I think the students they should be given a lot of psychological training. I know there is a lot of stress because the exams are approaching, the students have to meet their deadlines, and we are also concerned that their results should be declared on time, as it is the norm in University of Delhi. And I would request them that be brief and be very focused. You have a lot of time, you are saving a lot of time in terms of traveling nowadays, and nature has made us sit at home. So this time should be used very productively, and I think one should not get disappointed. I would give them this advice, counsel, that please be cheerful. You have a lot of things around which you can appreciate. You can, your parents, your brothers and sisters, the nature around you, which you should appreciate. And this is the best time for you, and enjoy, this period of pain in a certain sense. And at the same time, parents, they should provide the congenial atmosphere. They should not allow their students to go out. We should abide by the government guidelines and make the whole arrangement comfortable for the students. And I'm sure the students are going to be winners in this.
Thank you. Dr. Indu, 1 or 2 advice you want to give? Just very short.
Dr. Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah.
So Dr. Jaswinder has already briefed out in a very beautiful way. So in order to make an online program successful, so every aspects like the curriculum, the facilitator, the technology, and the students must be carefully considered and balanced in order to take the complete advantage of the strengths of online format. And at the same time, we should avoid the pitfalls that could result from the weakness of the accessibility of the technology, availability of the material to the students. So we should start giving the materials through other ways also, and we should move ahead and stay safe. Thank you, sir.
Can I go to Dr. Nitin now?
Sir, I further take from Professor Jaswinder as well as from Dr. Kashyap. I would say that, as rightly said, students have to be cheerful, no insecurity, nothing to worry. Everyone is in the same situation, and everyone is working together to come out of this situation. And even the government authorities, like the insecurities of the student relating to their examination, their finishing of the academic calendar and all. UGC has already constituted a committee, 7-member committee is there. Professor Kohad is the chairman of that. So they are working on that, and they will be submitting their report for the academic.
I know.
So, like as we were discussing, when Professor Dr. Jaswinder was talking about the internship and project. So one thing was coming into my mind, and then there was a WhatsApp message. I'll just like to share with all of you. Even the Association of Indian University, they are conducting a webinar tomorrow morning, and all institutes and universities can be connected. And this is basically on the placement, digital placements of the student, because more insecurities.
Thank you for providing good information. I think for the viewers. Can we not move because time is really short? Can we move to Dr. Parul? Just one or two points.
Yes.
Just a small request to Dr. Nitin. Kindly share this WhatsApp information with others so that we can have this.
Dr. Nitin, share this information, with others.
Definitely.
Parul, yes.
Yeah, I would like to request our listener that please don't rush, don't panic in this situation. We are in the IT world, make the best utilization of it. And if you have the desire to learn, lots of learning apps are available.
Yeah.
So you just need to follow a little bit of discipline, and you must have a clear objective in your mind.
Thank you.
So,
Dr. Pandey, just short.
Sir, I would like to just say this is high time for teachers and the students. They must understand how the online education is going to be benefited, because the students are fully aware about the technology. Problem is with the faculties who they are not very familiar and how to use in the best way the teaching will be. Another thing I would like, and just 1 second, sir. Another I would like to add this, Dr. Nitin Malik ji. Today we have a Zoom meeting with Professor Kohart also regarding that committee. Yeah. So I think he is going to have a good report upon that. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Dr. Rekha.
सर स्टूडेंट्स के लिए 2 लाइन. बनाना चट्टानों के सीने पे रहा, मगर अपने माजी पर रखना निगाह. Future is uncertain, past is gone, present is so beautiful. Dr. Jaswinder has said stay cheerful, and parents should not take any tension, no anxiety, and that's it.
There are so many other things on their head, they should not take that.
Absolutely.
Teachers are there, are there, principals are there. They are there to take care of the children, They knew the difficulty and the challenge they are experiencing. Thank you. I have to stop my discussion today on this. I know there are many, many issues we require to discuss, and I'm really thankful to all the panelists. I'm sure the viewers will be finding this discussion very useful and meaningful for that. And there are a couple of more questions with me which I can't take today, but I will request the panelists, if you are available, maybe after 2-3 days, I will again request the panelists, we will have one more discussion on the same, because online is a very, very big issues for the nation's higher education in the days to come. With this, I will end up my meeting and wish you a comfortable, safe life ahead, and have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot.